Hello and welcome to a little bit of Qigong practice today. So we're going to do some Qigong and a little bit of getting out of your own way. So I have named it this because I've done something a bit crazy and designed my own jumper. So it's something that I say all the time is get out of your own way, and I feel like it doesn't often get heard. So I'm just going to start wearing this all of the time. I needed a new jumper. I designed my own jumper, really sustainable. You can go and get them. It's not a big money maker for me, but I just really wanted to get this message out there. So you can go and get one of these if you want and spread the message of getting out of your own way. And then when people ask you about it, you can say, well, and you can explain this. So everybody is just getting in their own way. And I used to do it as well. But there's a reason that I can now do my handstands and my crow and all of these kind of things. And for one, I'm utilising my breath. So I'm nice and soft and I breathe. I'm not holding my breath. I'm utilising my breath and I'm moving with it. I'm allowing my inhale to create space and I'm allowing my exhale to let me move into that space. And this is really important. And if that sounds a little bit like it's going to go over your head just now, don't worry about it because it would have went over mine as well. So we also want to go with natural movement, and this is where getting out of your own way is really important. And it's so important in life. I see people trying to get up or do things and they're very much getting in their own way. It happens in yoga, it happens with calisthenics, it happens with in every facet of my life. I see people doing these things, but with no judgment because I done it as well. And I tried to do handstands, I hurt myself. I tried to do crow poses, I hurt myself. I used to train, I hurt myself, and now I found a much better way to train and it feels easy. And I think to some people it looks really easy as well. I get comments and work, oh, you make it look so easy. And it's true, I think I do at this point, but it's because I follow these, I guess, simple rules. So we'll go over them. And one of them is getting out of your own way, and I'll explain all that. But first of all, we want to go with our breath. So let's just move a little bit silly as if we're like teenagers. So you're going to move a little bit silly, and it's really nice actually just to take some time for yourself and to do this. And you might unbalance, but it's okay, because if you're moving with natural movement, you'll catch yourself. And if you're not, you'll probably crash and fall. So you'll know that'll be the test for you if you're moving with your natural movement. So just taking some steps here and there to move around your own space and open up in your hips and find really nice foundation for you. And we're always rushing about in our lives just now, so it can be a bit funny and weird just to move with not much intention like this, but it's actually really nice for your body and your mind as well. So it is worthwhile, absolutely worthwhile. And we're just going to start to shimmy the arms about. So we've done this one before in a video a while back. So just like you're a teenager. I don't know if you ever watched Kevin and Perry, but you know, when he turns 13 that way, you want to do that a wee bit. Just take all the tension out, let everything swing from side to side. And again, it feels silly, but it also feels really nice. And the reason for that is you're softening everything down. You're just letting everything go. You're letting your body move easy. You're letting your joints be bendable and be soft. And you're not chasing yourself, and this is what's so important. So just letting everything flop about. Let your hips move. Let your body go through its centre so that you're not stumbling around, and just ease on into it. With every inhale, we expand, we open doors, and with every exhale, we can push on forward a little bit with what we want to do. So just be nice and soft. This is also really good for releasing off any back tension as well, no matter how silly it feels. It's really, really good for loosening everything off as well. So with that, we're just going to sway a little bit from side to side, and we're going to do big circles like we've done before again. So we'll just take the arms all the way up with an inhale, and with your exhale, come all the way around. You're just drawing a really nice big circle, but you'll notice that my joints are nice and soft here. Big inhale to see you high. and that I'm moving with my body, but I'm not going away from my centre. So I'm allowing control through my centre. Inhale, seeing me high. I'm allowing everything to be nice and soft. My knees bend, my elbows bend. I hinge at my hips. I'm moving about my base, my feet. I'm not keeping them in one position. I'm letting them move around and find a new space. That's a good foundation for me. Big inhale and exhale. And even if all of this is going over your head, again, believe me, that was me. We'll go to the opposite side. Exhale to lower, be nice and soft. Inhale, come high. And just keep going with that breath. But the more I practice this, the easier things got, and the easier navigating life got a little bit as well. So keep practicing moving easy. A little bit of natural movement here. You go one way to go the other way. So right now we're going down to go back up. We go right to go left, and I'll explain that a bit more as well as we go through all of these things. So just come on high. And we'll stop here a wee minute. So when I say using that natural movement, if I want to go forward, I need to go back to go forward. So I'm not just going really rigid and forcing anything there. If I want to go forward, I'm going to use that natural movement. I'll come back, I come forward, I come back, I come forward. And I think it's why people say, oh, you make that look really easy. But we don't often see what we've done before. Like everything in life, you don't see the preparation, you just see the result and you go, oh, why can she do that? You need to go with the preparation first, and then you're in, and we can do the thing that we want to do. So use that natural movement, use your breath, but also get out of your own way. So a very good friend of mine, and I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this story, I'll not mention your name, although I don't think she'd mind. She's a very good friend and she makes me tap on. She's wonderful. However, she said to me, I can't do that forward fold thing. And I said, oh, you mean your forward fold like this? Yeah, I can't do the forward fold thing. So, all right, okay, what's wrong? Go do it then. So she's very stiffly done this, and it actually feels horrible. I don't know why anyone would want to do this. And it opened my eyes a lot because she's quite young, she's very fit and flexible. And I said, why aren't you bending your knees? Bend your knees, that looks horribly painful. Am I allowed to bend my knees? Was the response I got. Yes, bend your knees, get out, let everything be soft, so get out of your own way. She was getting in her own way by not allowing herself to bend her knees because she had this picture in her head of what the pose should be. So get a pose out of your head, get the skill out of your head. If you're trying to handstand, if you're trying to crow, get that finale out of your head and work in that process. I'm going here to go here. I'm going here to go here. I've got nice soft joints. I'm breathing. Everything feels nice. There's no tension. And we'll do a wee bit of practice here with this as well. So I'm just going to get you to take an inhale and soften. Come onto your tippy toes in your right leg. And exhale and just soften everything down. And inhale, bring that knee nice and high. And exhale and be soft. And I remember doing this in classes years ago and being told that I had to have lots of tension through that standing leg. And I done it and I fell over and I hurt myself. There's a pattern here with all of this. And yeah, I hurt myself. And now that I don't do that and I work with natural movement, with my breath, I get out of my own way, it feels so much easier and it looks so much easier because I'm getting out of my own way. So you can try that if you want without the breath and without the natural movement. So be here, bring your knee up, put loads of tension through that standing leg. How does that feel? Because to me it feels rubbish and I'm about to fall over that way. Yeah. So we don't want to do that. So let's, on the other side, do the nice thing. So we'll just move around again. Open everything up. And then I'm nice and soft with the knee on my standing leg. And I'm going to take an inhale and just come onto the tippy toes of my left foot. Well, not onto my tippy toes, but I'm just supporting them on the ground. My tiptoes here. And with my next inhale, I'm just going to bring that knee nice and high and exhale and soften everything down. And I'm just going to move however is nice for me here. and that's it. There's no tension in my body. If I force lots of tension through that standing leg, it's just going to crumble as soon as someone comes in and goes, and I fall over. But right now, when I'm unstable, I can catch myself because I'm nice and soft. So think about how buildings are designed to move and sway and be soft. If they're too rigid structures, they're just going to go. So we want to be nice and movable, stay movable, and get out of your own way. So this is how we get out of our own way. So if you're on a bit of a journey with any movements, with your yoga, with opening up, with anything at all, if you're doing some of the calisthenics things, yay, go with these laws of movement. So go with your breath, go with the laws of natural movement. If you want to go forward, you need to come back. If you want to go to the right, you need to go to the left. And you'll notice we do that in yoga a bit as well. For example, if you're in warrior 2, like so, and then if I'm wanting to go that way, we come back first. Exhale, coming into something a little bit nicer. But I would never just go straight into that. I would never go into a warrior 3 without going back first, because that would feel awful and horrible, and you're not going with laws of natural movement. So you're going nice and soft in your body, natural movement, and get out of your own way, because everyone's in their own way. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that made sense to your life, for movement in your life, for movement in the gym, anything else that you're doing for yoga, and that you enjoyed some of it as well. So give it a wee go, move with your breath, all of this, do it all nicely, and just don't get in your own way. All right, I'll see you next time.